I mean, Madura Meenakshi Temple, Gujarat Somnath Temple, Odisha Somnath Temple, or I have no clear idea about it, sir.
Then proceed. Whatever you understand. No idea. Any other person? Sneha, can you tell? Sneha?
No idea, sir.
Char Dham. What is this Char Dham? You have not heard?
Sir, I think 4 monasteries. It means, I'm not sure. 4 monasteries, I think so.
Where are they? Whether they are in 4 parts of India or at a particular place?
I think it's Badrinath. I think
Kedarnath.
Google has helped you.
That's a Kedarnath.
Vikram, you tell?
Yes, a Kedarnath, Badrinath, and there are 2 more, sir. Kedarnath, Badrinath,
Gangotri and Yamunotri.
Okay.
These are the 4 of them, and they are only in north. That too Uttarakhand. And they doesn't belong to either Puri or Gujarat or whatever it is. Anyhow, Vishnu, you present it next week.
Yes, sir.
You go inside and then we have Yashwini, Pandarinath.
Sir, I did not prepare, sir.
You did not prepare. Last week you have prepared? Last
Yes,
week your presentation was there?
Yes, sir.
So what was the subject? You have forgotten. Last week on which subject you have dealt?
Sir, cement industry.
Cement industry. Yeah, wonderful. Now we will ask Sneha, why is Pandarinath, Pandaripura? In which state it is there? This question is for all. Be ready. You can go through the Google also.
Sir,
I don't mind.
it's in Maharashtra, sir.
It is in Maharashtra. Who is the god there? What is the name of the god there? Tirupati Balaji, Srirangam Ranganath Swami, Tiruvananthapuram Anantapadmanabha Swami. In Pandari, who is the god?
Sir, is it Shiva? Shiva, sir? Lord Shiva? Lord Shiva?
You just guess.
Yes, sir. Like guessing Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva. No.
Sir.
It is a Vaishnava temple. Sneha, any idea?
No, sir.
No. Vishnu? No.
Sir, Vishnu. I mean, Vishnu only, sir.
Vishnu only. It is Pandari Vitthal. Vitthal, Hari Vitthal, Har Vitthal. It is near Solapur. And recently, why I have given these 4 points to all of you, the Modi government has taken a decision to combine all these pilgrim centers and to make very good road transport facilities as long as the pilgrims are there, and it connects with air also. So recently, about a month back, Modi has inaugurated and laid foundations for several schemes in Pandarinath to connect Pandaripura, because Pandaripura is known for Tukaram, Nanak, and the Vitthal also is very famous, and the temple has become a gold inscriptional temple. That is why government has taken a decision to connect it with all the other areas, and about 6,000 crores of rupees they are spending on that. Similarly, Aditi has not attended today. She was given the subject of Kashi. Kashi Vishwanath temple also, about 2 days back, Prime Minister Modi inaugurated a very huge complex. Earlier, those who have visited Kashi, they might have seen. I will ask a straight question to Sneha. Kashi is in which area, madam? State?
Sir, UP, Banaras.
UP. Kashi is otherwise known as, what is the other name for Kashi?
Varanasi, sir.
Varanasi. Another name?
Sir, Banaras.
Yeah. Kashi, Varanasi, Benares, and all these things are there. And who is the Lord there? Who is the Lord in Kashi?
Sir, Vishwanath Swami.
Yeah, Kashi Vishwanath. Kashi Vishwanath is the oldest temple, and during the Aurangzeb time, it was destroyed, and so many invasions were also there. But Modi took a very good decision. It was only a 3,000 square feet building was there, but now it is about 50,000 square feet, and it has a huge complex now, and there are facilities for the tourists who want to go there and have accommodation, and even for the Divyangas, for the people who are not able to walk, they can also go by the straight roads. This is a very, very, very huge investment they have made, and Modi government has been praised by all the people, including all sects of people, that it is a good venture which they have taken. Then Vikram, what about your Ramayana circuit? You have not prepared, huh, Vikram?
I am
Vikram,
ready, sir. I am ready.
You are
sir.
ready?
Yes, sir.
Please continue.
Sir, ma'am should allow me screen.
Yeah, she will allow.
I've given permission. Can do it.
One second, ma'am.
Yeah, no problem.
Sir, can you see it, sir?
Yeah.
No.
No,
I can see.
yes, sir.
It is visible.
Yes, sir. Sir, today my topic is about Ramayana circuit. It's basically under the Swadeshi Darshan scheme, sir. This is basically constructed under the Swadeshi Darshan scheme, and there are several other circuits, something like this. This is Chardham circuit is also something like circuit, and one more is for I don't remember names, sir, but there are several 15 other circuits of this kind, sir. It's one of the 15 thematic circuits constructed under the Swadeshi Darshan scheme by the Ministry of Tourism, sir. And the destination under this circuit will be developed by bridging the infrastructural gaps, like providing drinking water, accommodation facilities, like transportations, like easy to transport from one place to another. And these all will be developed from one place to another place.
Just 1 minute, Vikram.
Yes, sir.
Sneha, before these two presentations are over, you think over of any temple and present it for 2 minutes. Sneha, am I
Okay, sir.
audible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
You think over of any temple of your choice. It can be South Indian, it can be North Indian, or whatever place you want. You explain in 3-4 minutes. Now, Vikram, please continue.
Yes, sir. So, there are 15 places which are in this circuit, sir. Like it's some people are saying it's 15, some people are saying it's 12, some are saying it's 18, sir. But on an average, the major sources are saying that this is 15 places, and I will be showing in the next slide what are these 15 places also. And the scheme is a joint effort of both the central and state government, not just entirely central or the state government. So it will be allotted on both the budgets, and it has a larger aim at providing the job opportunities for local artisans, and it will be for local travels, like small travels also they will be getting more money because of the more inflow of the tourism and all. And it will be the local art and craft, like for suppose if they come across the something like in the region of we can see here Tiruchirappalli, they will go near to the near to the Kanchi. They can get the saris and all. And these are some places in the Ramayana circuit: Ayodhya, Prayag, and Chitrakoot, Satan, Ramkrik, and Chavati, and Tujlapur, Suribang, and Hampi, Koppal, Tiruchirappalli, Kodikar, sorry, I can't pronounce this, and Ramnathpuram, Rameshwaram, and Duniwala. And these are some places included in the Sri Lanka also. This is something like Ramayana circuit. Sir, can you see this, sir?
Yeah, yeah.
What is the importance of this circuit and why they have selected these places? Any idea?
These are all related to Lord Rama, sir. Like
Why Rama has traveled?
Sir?
These are the places where Rama has traveled.
Yes, sir.
From north to south, he went up to Rameshwaram
Yes, sir.
to find out Lanka and Sita. So
Yes, sir.
this circuit has been prepared, and the government of India is spending money also, and even some trains they have prepared, Ramayana circuit trains.
Yes,
And
sir.
in Telangana state government also, they have prepared one Ramayana circuit, wherein they have included Bhadrachalam and Panchavati are there. So they have included those places, and they have created a bus, and that bus will go for 3 to 4 days, and they can have the darshan of Bhadrachalam Lord. Bhadrachalam, who is the Lord?
Sir, Lord Rama, sir.
Lord Rama. Is there any difference between Bhadrachala Ramachandra and Ayodhya Ram?
Sir, I think in Ayodhya there will be only Ram and Lakshman, sir, according to my guess. In Bhadrachalam there will be Sita also.
Yeah, Sita sitting on the lap of Ram. That is another important thing. Who built the temple? I think Charan will now explain, because we need not go into it. And in which state Rameswaram is there?
Sir, it's in Tamil Nadu, sir.
It is in Tamil Nadu. And
Yes, sir.
where is Hampi?
Hampi is in Karnataka.
Karnataka, yeah. It recently, Hampi was in discussion. A lot of people said Lord Hanuman was born in Hampi. But Tirupati Devasthanam, they have created a research team. And finally they said Lord Bala, that Hanuman was born in Japali. Japali is in Tirupati, Tirumala, and about 5 to 6 kilometers from Tirumala Ghat. So they found out from the scriptures that it is the birthplace of Japali and his mother, Anjana Devi. There is Anjanadri also. There are 7 hills. Can you mention the name of at least 4 hills, Tirumala hills, Vikram?
Sir, no, sir, I don't know, sir.
At least you try to, what are the hills?
Sir, basically, some people said something like Mokalikonda, they'll say one hill, sir.
Venkatadri, Seshadri, Garudadri, like that, there are 7 hills. Anyhow, that subject you have not dealt with, don't worry. So this Hampi is known historically also important. What is the importance of Hampi?
Sir, there is one temple, sir, in Hampi only.
Virupaksha temple. That Lord Virupaksha is there, and it was ruled by whom?
I don't know, sir.
Vijayanagara Empire. It was the capital of Vijayanagara Empire, Hampi Kshetra, and it is a historical place. And it is very, very famous for the Sri Krishna Devaraya. And Sri Krishna Devaraya had some poets in his court. Any name you know?
Sir, Tenali Ramakrishna.
Who are the number of people? Then ఒక పేరు ఉన్నది.
అష్టదిగ్గజాస్.
ఎంతమంది అష్టదిగ్గజాలంటే?
8 people, sir.
అందులో తేనాలి రామకృష్ణుడు చెప్పావు. ఇంకొక పేరు ఏమైనా చెప్పగలవా?
సార్ once again, sir.
అలసాని పెద్దన, తిమ్మన, రామభద్రుడు. Like that, there are 8 people who are in the court of Lord Krishna Devaraya. Anyhow, your presentation was good. You just remember these places, because there may be a question in prelims about the Ram Tech, and then there may be a question on this Hampi. So about the importance, the historical importance of Hampi with reference to Krishna Devaraya and the Ramayana circuit, you should be able to investigate if the question comes. Anyhow, you have done very good job. Then Charan.
One more slide, sir.
You have one more slide. Please continue.
These are the advantages and disadvantages. These are the advantages which I found with this ease of access for tourists, because if we go something near to the Tiruchirappalli, we can't easily go for Rameshwaram, sir. Have to take
Yeah.
the bus and all. But now there are several other ways. Tiruchirappalli, there is directly route to the Rameshwaram and all, and this increases automatically tourism sector also.
Mhm.
And the lower fare will be given with respect to the private tourism, so that it will be a competition for them also. Otherwise, if we go for private tourism like cars and something, they will be charging the very high fare, sir. And this is one of the advantage for the people perspective. And increase in the investment transport system. For example, new roads are built and new investments will be bought into the states or the country. And these are the advantages, sir. And the disadvantages, the agricultural land may be used for the construction of the railway line or the road. For example, you can see the Amravati, sir. Like some of the there are non-agricultural lands, sir, but there are some agricultural lands which are in between them, but they are those lands also for building of the capital.
Yeah.
That is also a loss for us. That is one of the disadvantages, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it, sir.
Right.
you.
Thank you. Now, I will go to Charan and then finally Sneha. Charan,
Yes, sir.
నువ్వు ఓపెన్ చేయి నీ వీడియో. నువ్వు తెలుగులో చెప్పు, పర్వాలేదు. ఇంగ్లీష్లో చెప్తానంటే సంతోషమే, లేదు తెలుగులో చెప్పు. భద్రాచలం గురించి చెప్పాలి.
Okay, sir.
చెప్పు.
Bhadrachalam is a key town of pilgrimage importance located in the Khammam district of Telangana. Bhadrachalam was built in rule of Tanisha king by Kancharla Gopanna. He has called as Sriramadasu. The temple town of Bhadrachalam is situated on the banks of Godavari River. It was part of East Godavari district, Andhra Pradesh till 1959. The town is synonymous for its famous temple devoted to Lord Rama. Bhadrachalam revenue division is considered one of the largest revenue division in the country, which was transferred to Khammam district of Telangana region for administrative purposes. According to history, Paleolithic man had roamed the areas which is called the Lower Godavari Valley, that includes Bhadrachalam and its surrounding. Bhadrachalam town has a clearly documented history of Lord Srirama Temple, which was constructed in the 17th century. According to mythology, the present town was once part of the Dandakaranya forest, which Lord Srirama, Sita and Lakshman had visited during their exile, also called Vanavasam. According to local parlance, the jungle which is now in the vicinity of temple was the place for Rama's retreat, and a place called Parnasala, which is 32 km away was the location where Rama had built a dwelling for himself and Sita. It was here the Sita was adopted by Lanka ruler Ravana. The town shares its historical significance with Ramayan era. The name Bhadrachalam is derived from the word Bhadragiri, the mountain abode of Bhadra, the child of Meru and Menaka. The famous temple at Bhadrachalam is home to the Archamurti of Rama, Sita and Lakshmana, and their idols are believed to be Swayambhu. Bhadrachalam division also has several other Hindu temples. Parnasala is believed to be spot where Rama constructed a hermitage during his exile and spent time with his wife Sita and brother Lakshmana. Agastya Muni helped Rama select this spot for the purpose of tourists. There is picturesque display of view seen from Vanavasa at Pranasala. Pilgrims enthralled when they see the footprints of Sita Devi, the mosaic of Maricha, who appears in the guise of golden deer, and Ravana, who appears in the form of sannyasi for Bhikstana. One can see Sita Vagu, where Sita had bathed and gathered turmeric and kumkum from the nearby stones. Yetapaka, located 2 km from Bhadrachalam, has a history with the bird Jatayu. An ardent devote of Rama tried to obstruct Ravana when he was proceeding on a chariot after kidnapping Sita. A fierce battle ensued Rama is worshipped as Atmarama. Here a Dumugudem, where according to Purana, Rama killed around 14,000 demons belonging to Kara and Dushana. The place is called Dumugudem as it was built on the ashes of these demons at Gudala, located 5 km away from Bhadrachalam. One can see hot water springs after digging a pit of river bank, and it is said that the divine Troy of Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara dipped in the holy water. Here during winter season, there are other places too like Sri Ramagiri, Venkatarajipeta, Kannavaram, etc. The temple town witnessed heavy influx of pilgrims during Sri Rama Kalyanam. Kottagudem, 40 kilometers away, in the nearest railway station, and regular buses are available from here, Khammam, Hyderabad and Vijayawada. Thank you.
నువ్వు నాకు ఇప్పుడు తెలుగులో చెప్పు, ఏమిటి అసలు నీకు భద్రాచలం గురించి నీకేం తెలుసో చెప్పు.
భద్రాచలం తెలంగాణలో ఖమ్మం అనే డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ లో ఉంది.
సరే.
ఆ టెంపుల్ తనీషా రాజు రూల్ చేసేటప్పుడు పంచర్ల గోపన్న కట్టించారు. దాన్నే శ్రీరామదాసు అని పిలుస్తారు. శ్రీరామదాసు అని పిలుస్తారు. ఆ టెంపుల్ బ్యాంక్ ఆఫ్ గోదావరి అంటే గోదావరి చివరన ఉండేది.
రైట్. ఉన్నది ఉండేది కాదు, ఉన్నది
ఉండేది. అది ఈస్ట్ గోదావరి డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ కి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ లో 1959 వరకు ఉండేది. టౌన్ అంటే ఆ టౌన్ లార్డ్ శ్రీరామకి ఉంది. గుడ్లే
అక్కడ ఏమైంది, సీతను రావణాసురుడు వచ్చి అపహరించుకొని వెళ్ళిపోయాడు. ఆ చుట్టుపక్కల పంచవటిలో వాళ్ళు ఉంటూ ఉండేవాళ్ళు.
వాడు సన్యాసంలో వచ్చి అదేమో మారీచుడేమో గోల్డెన్ టియర్ దాగా వచ్చి వాడు ట్రిక్కించేసి అపహరించుకొని పోయారు.
రైట్, బాగుంది. ఇంకా చాలు.
17th సెంచరీలో కట్టించారు.
రామదాసు గోల్కొండ తానీషా దగ్గర పనిచేస్తూ ఉండేవాడు తహసీల్దార్గా. ఆ తహసీల్దార్గా ఉంటూ తహసీల్దార్గా వసూలు చేసినటువంటి రెవెన్యూతో డబ్బు కట్టించాడు అని రామదాసుని జైల్లో పెట్టాడు గోల్కొండ తానీషా. అప్పుడు రామలక్ష్మణులు మారు రూపంలో వచ్చి ఆ డబ్బు పే చేసేసి తానీష నుంచి రామదాసుకు విముక్తి కలిగించారు. భద్రాచలంలో శ్రీరామనవమి రోజు కళ్యాణం జరుపుతారు, అద్భుతంగా జరుపుతారు. లక్షలాది మంది జనం వస్తారు. ఆ రోజు అక్కడ తలంబరాలు కోసరంగా చాలా మంది ఎంతో మంది భక్తులు అక్కడ విచ్చేసి దాన్ని దర్శనం చేసుకుంటూ ఉంటారు. గోదావరి నది ఇప్పటికీ కూడా బాగా తీవ్రంగా ప్రవహిస్తూ ఉన్నది. ఆ భద్రాచలంలో గోదావరి నది ఒడ్డున్నే ఈ రామదాస్ కట్టించినటువంటి ఆలయం. ఆయన అంతకుముందు ఆలయం ఉంటే దాన్ని బాగా చేసి మరమ్మతులు అవి చేశాడు. తానీష కాలంలో జరిగింది ఇది. రైట్, బాగా చెప్పావు చరణ్. రైట్, స్నేహ, కెన్ యూ టెల్ సంథింగ్?
Yes, sir. I have prepared the presentation on Srikalahasti Temple.
Emma?
The Srikalahasti Temple.
Oh, right, wonderful.
Yes, sir. Srikalahasti Temple is located in the town of Srikalahasti in the state of Andhra Pradesh. It is one of the most famous Shiva temples in South India and is said to be the site where Kannappa was ready to offer his both eyes to cover blood flowing from the Shiva Linga before the Shiva stopped him and granted him Moksha. Srikalahasti Temple, situated 36 kilometers from Tirupati, is famous for its Vayu Linga, one of the Panchabhuta Sthalams representing wind. The temple is also regarded as Rahu Ketu Kshetra and Dakshina Kalasam. The inner temple was
Dakshina Kailasam.
Dakshina Kailasam. The inner temple was constructed around 5th century and the outer temple was constructed in the 11th century by Rajendra Chola I, later Chola kings and the Vijayanagara kings. Shiva in his aspect as Vayu is worshipped as Srikalahastiswara. Around 11th century, the Chola kings, Rajendra Chola I, renovated the temple and constructed the main structure. The temple received contributions from various ruling dynasties like Chola dynasty and Vijayanagara Empire. The 100-pillared hall with intricate carvings was commissioned around the regime of Krishnadevaraya during 1516 AD. The 120 feet, 37 meter high main Gopuram and the 100-pillar Mandapam were constructed by Krishnadevaraya, the Vijayanagara king, in 1516. The presiding image of Shiva in the form of linga is made of white stone in the shape resembling trunk of elephant. The temple faces south while the sanctum faces west. The temple is located on the foothills of a hill, where there is also belief that the temple was carved out of a monolithic hill. There is a rock-cut shrine of Vinayaka 9 feet tall, below the ground level. Vallabha Ganpati, Mahalakshmi Ganpati, and Sahasra Lingeshwara are some of the rare images found in the temple. The temple is reversed as one of the Panchabhuta Sthalams, but the presiding deity is worshipped as Vayu Linga air. This temple is also considered as Kashi of the south. The saints of the 1st century sang about this temple. This is the only temple in India which remains open during solar and lunar eclipse, while all other temples are closed. This temple is famous for Rahu Ketu Puja. It is believed that performing this puja will ward the people from astrological effects of Rahu and Ketu. That's it, sir.
Yeah, right. We have done very well. Regarding Kalahasti, I have to tell you some more points. It is known as the Vayu Linga, you said. There are 5 Panchabhutas. Vayu, Akasha, Prithvi, Apas, Tejo, Vayu, Akasha. Prithvi means mud. Then Vayu is here in this. In Kashi also, the temple is famous. So these Panchabhutatmaka temples are famous for the Lord Shiva, and particularly there, a river is there that is known as Swarnamukhi Nadi. The Swarnamukhi Nadi is on the banks of the temple, And Kannappa, who has given his eye to the Lord. There was a story, mythological story, which says he went to a forest and he is a forest man, this Kannappa, and he was roaming and he found out a Shivalinga and he went there, and when he was approaching there, he saw that some tears were rolling out from the eyes of Lord Shiva. He thought he had some disease, so he wanted to rectify the disease. So he went to the forest and find out all the types of green leaves, and he brought them, and he tried to serve the god to rescue him from the eye drops. Then he find out the left side and right side both are having tears. Then what he can do? He has pulled out his eye with a knife, and he had a sword in his hand. So he pulled out his eye and he has kept it in the Shivalinga. But the second eye also was having tears. So he has to push his second eye also to save the Lord. So how he will do it? How to locate the second eye? So he has kept his leg with his footwear on the right eye to locate it when his second eye is to be lifted. And then he lifted the second eye also. Then Lord Shiva presented before him and said, "You have given me Kannu, eye." So he is known as Kannappa. So in the hilltop, that Kannappa temple is there. His original name was Tinna. He was a forest man. He was a tribal person. He invited the Lord, saying that, "Why you are staying in this forest? You come to our tribe. I will give you food. I will give you all the facilities, and you live with us." But Lord Shiva, he did not respond. So then he tried to convince Lord Shiva that the place where he is staying is very dangerous. He should come out and he should stay with him. And another story belonging to this Kalahasti is that three animals, one is serpent, another is elephant, and another is Salepurugu. These three, Srikalahasti. Sri means Salepurugu, spider, and then an elephant, Kala. Kala means serpent, Hasta means elephant. So all these three, they were serving the Lord every day. So morning, this spider will go, it will clean and perform some puja. After some time, the serpent goes and he serves the god. And after finally, the elephant comes. The elephant with the water filled in his tub, it will come and pour the water on the Shivalinga, and he was serving. So one of the three was very much envious about the other fellow. So they were quarreling. So Lord Shiva wanted to confer who is the best devotee for him. So the story goes that he tried to convince all the three, and finally the serpent went inside the tuft of the elephant, and Salepurgu also, spider also was been evacuated. And finally, all the three became part of the Shivalinga. That is why it is known as Shri. Shri means spider, Kala means serpent, Hasti means elephant. So Srikalahasti. And even if we go into the temple, you can find out there is a lamp inside the temple. That lamp will be vibrating because the Vayu, the air is celebrating there and wandering there. And because of this, the temple is known as Vayulinga, and the huge construction of Mahadwara you can see when you enter into the temple. And it's a huge temple. When you enter into it, there is a lot of architecture is there. As you said, that 9 feet Ganapati is there. That is another important thing which you have to notify. Madam, I think we are exhausting the time. We will all come back and I will continue for 20 minutes.
Yes, sir. Please join back, students.